All right, Mickey's being very needy today, but anyway, we're going to talk about the box office predictions from the 31st to the 2nd of April. April Fools on a Saturday. We have a fantasy movie, a Sundance movie, as well as a religious movie. What are going to make it into the top 5? Let's talk. Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon talking about the movies coming out the 31st to the 2nd and what I think the box office is going to be, as well as how it did last weekend. So anyway, what do we have? We have a Sundance movie I think called 1001. This is one that I did not watch. I will see if it's in the theater near me, but I'm not too motivated to watch this one personally. Just my personal preferences. Then we have His Only Son, which is a religious movie. And I'm going to say this one might sneak into the top 5, but we will talk about that really soon. But hey, all these religious movies, do not sleep on them. Them and anime movies, don't sleep on them. And last but not least, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. So I saw that last weekend. I thought it was a fun little movie. What do I think is going to do this next weekend? We're about to find out, because it's either going to be that or John Wick 4. Which one's going to take the top spot? So anyway, let's talk about what happened last weekend. I'm not prepared because my dog was very, very needy today. Anyway, number 5 was 65. Oh, yeah, I was thinking 3 million, 3.2. Pat myself on the shoulder for that one, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Number 4 was Scream 6. I have Scream 4 here, but it's actually Scream 6. I was thinking of a good Scream movie. Anyway, Scream 6 was number 4 with, 8.3. I was thinking 8.6. I'm in that 0.5 range. Pat myself. Every time I do that, my dog's like, why are you not petting me? All right, number 3. I was thinking it was going to be Creed 3. No, it was Shazam 2. That bombed second weekend. It dropped like 69%. Absolutely ridiculous. You see that leg right there? God, he's such a weird dog. Anyway, I was thinking 15 million. I was thinking, okay, maybe people, no, 9.3. I really messed that one up totally. Number 2 was actually Creed 3. I was thinking 9.2. It held a lot better, like 31% with 10.4. Now with the Jonathan Majors thing, will things be affected by it? I'm going to say no. All right. Number 1, John Wick 4. Pretty easy. I was thinking 68.7. No, 73.8. Absolutely bonkers numbers. I mean, I can't be any more happy. This movie brought my brother and mother back to the theater. I think the last movie they saw in theaters was Spider-Man No Way Home, the one with the 3 Spider-Mans. Before that, they have been with movies since then. And John Wick 4 brought them out. No, they did not see Top Gun Maverick in theaters. I know, right? Absolutely bonkers. Anyway, so I think I did pretty good overall. A couple hiccups here and there. This next weekend, though, I think the bottom 2 is a toss-up between 3 movies. But here I go. Number 5, I'm going with Scream 6 with 4.3. To me, it was either Shazam or that. Shazam dropped 69%. Same with Ant-Man. Ant-Man's second weekend did 59%. So I'm assuming that's the same way. Then when I'm looking at Scream 6, it's dropping a consistent 50-ish% each weekend now. And so when doing the math, it is literally going to be a 4.3, 4.0 for both, but I'm giving the edge to Scream 6. Number 4, I'm going with His Only Son with 5 million. I do think this has a chance of making it in the top 5 for sure, just because the bottom 3 movies are kind of on the lower end of the spectrum. Can it be number 3? It could be. However, I have Creed 3 being number 3 with 6.9 million. I'm thinking it's going to do a good 35% drop. I think most people don't listen to the movie news and they see the Jonathan Majors thing. I don't think that's going to affect them from watching a Michael B. Jordan Creed movie. So that's just me going into it thinking about on that spectrum. Could I be wrong? Sure, but I don't think it'll have that big of a event significance with it. Number 2, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. I'm going with 26.6. This one I was thinking, it's going to get 35 million. But then looking at some stuff, I was thinking, oh, this might be a family-friendly fantasy, but it's Dungeons and Dragons. The IP is really on the nerd aspect of it, so I don't think it's going to do as good as what people think. So that's why I kind of want the lower end of the spectrum with 26.6. I'm going John Wick 4, keeping that number 1 spot. I'm going 33.3. Yes, that's about a 54-ish, 55% drop, which is about the same as John Wick 3, if I believe. Maybe it was 57%. I don't know. But I kind of want that same percentage droppage point for John Wick 4. I mean, it's getting better reviews. People are saying it's the best in the franchise. So, yeah, I think it's a solid number. But if it goes up to like 40 million, and I'm completely wrong, John Wick 3, 4, I mean, it's going to have a fantastic freaking hold. So anyway, let's recap of what the top 5 I think is going to be. Number 5, Scream 6 with 4.3 million. Number 4, His Only Son with 5 million. Number 3, Creed 3 with 6.9 million. Number 2, Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves with 26.6. And John Wick 4, 33.3. I do think it's weird they called John Wick Chapter 3 like Parabellum, but they just went with John Wick Chapter 4. Like, no, dash, movie title. Anyway, Chase out with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing, Futon Topi. Futon, say what have a great day. And yes, I'm sorry if I'm distracted by my dog. Just some days, he's just very, very needy. But I don't care if you're watching this today, tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, or a year from now. I love every single freaking one of you. Yeah, one of you. Well, not everyone. I mean, if you're a rapist, I don't like you. A murderer. So, I mean, there's exceptions, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.